After uncovering the chilling disappearances, we've only scratched the surface of a much deeper mystery. In Part 4, new clues will bring us closer to the truth, but the questions remain unanswered. Stay tuned as the mystery grows even more tangled and unsettling than ever before. Theories and investigations. When a person disappears under mysterious circumstances, both the public and investigators often come up with different theories to explain the disappearance. These theories range from reasonable explanations to completely bizarre ones, and each theory adds layers of complexity to the search for answers. Investigating these disappearances is always a challenging process, as authorities must navigate through a web of possibilities with little or no concrete evidence to guide them. One of the most common theories when someone goes missing is foul play, the involvement of a criminal act. Was the person kidnapped, murdered, or harmed in some way by another individual? This theory often leads investigators down the path of criminal activity, with initial suspicions usually falling on those closest to the missing person, family members, friends, or acquaintances. In cases involving suspicious disappearances, police typically examine relationships and motives, looking for any signs of domestic violence, conflicts, or revenge. However, even when foul play is suspected, proving it can be extremely difficult without clear evidence, such as a body or forensic proof. Another theory that investigators often consider is voluntary disappearance, meaning the missing person may have chosen to disappear on their own. This often happens when individuals face personal issues, such as a difficult marriage, financial problems, or life stress. In these cases, people may decide to leave and start a new life elsewhere. While this theory can offer relief to some, as it suggests the person might still be alive, it can also create significant frustration for the family, as they have no idea where to search or why their loved one would leave without leaving any trace. In many cases, accidents or misfortune are suggested as reasons for the disappearance. The person may have had an accident or found themselves in a dangerous situation that led to their disappearance, such as getting lost in the wilderness, being involved in a car crash, or being trapped somewhere. These kinds of disappearances require continuous search efforts, often involving rescue teams, search dogs, and helicopters to cover large areas. Signs like broken branches, a torn backpack, or footprints may serve as clues, but they may not be clear enough to pinpoint the person's exact location. Aside from rational explanations, some people turn to supernatural theories to explain bizarre disappearances that can't be easily explained. These theories arise when there seems to be no logical explanation for the disappearance, especially in cases where witnesses report strange phenomena or environmental anomalies. For example, in some high-profile disappearances, the missing individuals were said to have disappeared in areas associated with paranormal activity, such as the Bermuda Triangle, or near ancient and mysterious sites. This has led to theories involving alien abductions, time anomalies, or even ghostly encounters. These supernatural theories are often dismissed by mainstream investigators, but they continue to attract attention from people who believe that not all disappearances have a rational explanation. There is a fascination with the idea that the missing person may have encountered something beyond human understanding, leaving only questions and speculation behind. Another theory is the involvement of human trafficking and organized crime. This is the theory many people suggest when an individual disappears suddenly and inexplicably. Human trafficking syndicates often operate in the shadows, making it difficult for law enforcement to track their movements or intercept their activities. The theory suggests that the missing person might have been abducted and sold into slavery, forced labor, or sexual exploitation. These criminal organizations are highly skilled at covering their tracks and intimidating anyone who tries to get involved in the investigation. Despite the many theories and hypotheses, the process of investigation remains a significant challenge. When a person goes missing, law enforcement typically begins by gathering information from family members, friends, and anyone who may have been in contact with the missing person. They will also collect evidence from the scene of the disappearance, if applicable, such as belongings left behind, surveillance footage, or electronic data like phone records and computer logs. Investigators then try to piece together a timeline of events leading up to the disappearance, which can be slow and filled with false leads. Many missing persons cases lack concrete evidence, making it difficult to determine the cause of disappearance. Forensic experts often analyze DNA, fingerprints, and other biological evidence to see if they can find any connections between the missing person and potential suspects. The use of surveillance cameras, facial recognition software, and social media activity has become increasingly important in modern investigations, helping authorities track leads and determine the last known location of the missing person. Investigating strange disappearances rarely follows a straightforward path, and there are numerous challenges investigators must face. The absence of a body or concrete evidence can make solving the case nearly impossible. Even when the missing person is found dead, investigators may still struggle to determine the cause of death if the body has been hidden or manipulated. Moreover, the emotional toll on the families involved can sometimes make the investigation more difficult. Family members may push for answers, putting pressure on investigators to find out what happened. In some cases, well-meaning but inaccurate information from the public or media can complicate the investigation, leading to wild theories or false leads that divert attention away from the real clues. While many theories and hypotheses are raised, not all can be proven or dismissed. Strange disappearances remain a great mystery, an unresolved puzzle in our understanding of humanity and the world around us. They continue to challenge our knowledge and push us into an endless journey to seek the truth, though the answers may never be found.
Five, the public's fascination. The strange and often unsettling nature of disappearances naturally leads to a strong sense of public fascination. The more mysterious the case, the more the public becomes invested, whether through media coverage, social media discussions, or word of mouth. People have an innate desire to solve puzzles, and disappearances, particularly those without clear answers, are like a mystery begging to be unraveled. But it's not just curiosity. There's an emotional aspect to this fascination. These cases captivate us because they tap into our deepest fears, uncertainties, and vulnerabilities. There is something deeply captivating about the unknown. When a person vanishes, they take with them answers, explanations, and closure, leaving only questions in their wake. The mystery surrounding a disappearance stirs something primal within people, a fascination with what happened, why it happened, and whether it could happen to us. This unknown factor becomes a magnet for the public, drawing them into a vortex of speculation. The more unclear and unsolvable the case, the stronger the pull for people to discuss and dig into every possible angle, hoping for a breakthrough or a clue. In today's interconnected world, the media plays a significant role in magnifying the public's fascination with disappearances. News outlets, social media platforms, and online forums quickly pick up these stories and dissect every piece of available information. Journalists and amateur sleuths alike pore over every detail, often turning the missing person's life into a spectacle for the masses. Each update, no matter how small, becomes an event in itself, a new piece of the puzzle that keeps the public engaged. Social media especially provides a platform for rapid sharing, allowing theories, news, and rumors to spread quickly. Hashtags, viral posts, and online campaigns can rally thousands, sometimes millions of people to search for a missing person, raise awareness, or demand justice. While this can help in some cases, it also feeds the frenzy of speculation, often turning the missing person into more of a symbol of mystery than an actual individual in need of help. The line between genuine concern and entertainment often blurs. For many, there's an element of excitement in the chase for answers. Following a disappearance often feels like participating in an investigation, with each new lead or theory acting as a clue that brings the case closer to resolution. People become emotionally invested, checking for updates, discussing theories, and sometimes even conducting their own investigation, combing through publicly available information or analyzing social media posts. This thrill of solving a puzzle is a powerful draw, as it satisfies the public's desire for closure and answers, something that the disappearance itself withholds. The sense of fear and empathy plays a major role in the public's interest in disappearances. These cases tap into our own fears, the fear of being alone, the fear of being harmed, the fear of being forgotten. The unknown circumstances surrounding the disappearance cause people to ask, could this happen to me? This fear, combined with a natural sense of empathy for the victim and their family, fuels the public's fascination. People sympathize with the loved ones left behind, imagining what they would feel in the same situation, and this emotional connection makes the case feel more real and personal. Another aspect of the public's fascination with strange disappearances is the tendency to build conspiracy theories and alternative explanations. When there are no clear answers, the human mind fills the gaps with imagination, creating possibilities that are far beyond what might have happened. These theories range from sensational ideas like alien abductions, government cover-ups, or hidden criminal organizations. While many of these theories are far-fetched, they reflect the human tendency to seek meaning even in the most mysterious and unfathomable situations. The public's willingness to entertain these wild theories adds an element of drama and storytelling to the disappearance. A missing person's case, over time, can turn into a larger narrative, a story of intrigue, suspense, and eventual revelation, or the lack thereof. The stories surrounding these disappearances can take on their own life, as the missing person becomes both a symbol of mystery and a source of ongoing debate, capturing the public's attention and imagination. Ultimately, the public's fascination with disappearances is also tied to a more morbid curiosity. Tragic events, especially those that involve uncertainty and danger, attract attention because they stir emotions in people. These events bring to the surface feelings of sadness, fear, and horror, which can be strangely compelling. The tragedy becomes a narrative that people want to follow, almost as if they are witnessing a real-life drama unfold before them. The public's fixation on the unknown is intertwined with a natural tendency to focus on the darker aspects of life, exploring the depths of fear and human vulnerability. In the end, the public's fascination with disappearances is a complex blend of curiosity, empathy, fear, and entertainment. While many are genuinely concerned and hopeful for the missing person's safe return, others may approach the case more as an intellectual puzzle to solve or a compelling narrative to follow. The media, social networks, and individual investigators help fuel this cycle, keeping the mystery alive for as long as possible. As long as the answers remain unclear, the public's interest will continue, feeding a cycle of intrigue that never quite reaches a satisfying conclusion, but one that always manages to keep people coming back for more.
Conclusion. The mysteries surrounding strange disappearances continue to haunt both individuals and society as a whole. These cases, often filled with bizarre circumstances, emotional turmoil, and unanswered questions, highlight the complexity and fragility of human life. While theories abound, from criminal involvement to supernatural explanations, the truth behind these disappearances often remains elusive. Each case adds a new layer to the mystery of human existence, forcing us to confront the unknown and the boundaries of our understanding. For the families and communities affected, these disappearances are not just isolated incidents. They are profound, life-altering events. The emotional toll, the confusion, and the uncertainty linger long after the initial disappearance. The search for answers becomes an ongoing journey of hope and despair, a cycle that often never finds closure. As time passes, some families may begin to heal, but the questions left unanswered continue to stir in their minds, perhaps never fully letting them go. At the same time, these disappearances serve as a reminder of the fragile nature of life and the countless forces, both visible and invisible, that shape our reality. They challenge us to reflect on the things we can't see, the events we can't explain, and the mysteries that exist just beyond our grasp. Whether caused by foul play, personal choice, accidents, or something more mysterious, these strange disappearances remind us that despite all our advances in science and technology, there are still forces in the world that remain beyond our understanding. The search for the truth behind these disappearances is not just about finding answers. It's about confronting the uncomfortable reality that some mysteries may never be solved. It's about the pursuit of justice, the longing for closure, and the undying hope that one day the stories of those who have vanished will be brought to light. Until then, these unresolved cases will continue to cast their shadow, leaving a lasting mark on the lives of those left behind and in the minds of all who hear their stories.